With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball through. It's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
He'll get forward for 3 down the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A dump off now to Hill. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds.
And he will take it in. in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. It'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Now Jackson. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Talk about a chip shot. Easy three. You.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
You gotta make go. Right shot. Sit up.
Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit up.
Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Lamar changing the look. To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. By Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down to the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Jackson, he's got his line back out of the backfield. And he will have the Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. This is caught at the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time. Play action. Now Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson rolling to his right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Henry up the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Henry again on 2nd down. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Henry. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Jackson being chased out left. The quick feet. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 25 yards. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Jackson completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And shedding through the tackle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably...
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. On the return, Britton Covey. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Ricks comes out throwing. It's Saquon Barkley. And they touch him down. Looks like about 4 yards short of the sticks. Offense in the hurry up here. Hurts now from the gun. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Phil King!
It was Saquon Barkley. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards. Working quickly here. Second and 8. He may have taken away that quick slant. Look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
On third down, it's Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, run with Barkley. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll go down here at the 16. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. First down play, that's at 5. It's going to be second and 5. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Toss play to Barkley. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Has it down close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Trying to power this across block. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Barkley. Well, let's score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything you watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line. And the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Try again with Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2. Flying forward on the ground. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
180. Rolling, boys. Time to go get fixed. Yeah. Run that ball downfield, son. Come on, man. Run that ball down the field. That's an offense. We have an offense. Sit up.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Ravens in a nice spot, 2nd and inches.
Out here. Defense is out of what? Let's get juice. All right, let's spread the ball. Let's see hero. Get in the end zone, fellas. 6, baby. Get
the gun. Jackson buying some time right. Now he takes it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field. And now it's his time to take it himself.
First down, here's Lamar. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. So it's second down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Ready, shot.
Running back sent in motion.
Ready, shot.
Throwing again is Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Now Jackson on third down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
Sit up.
And again, it's Jackson. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Having gained up about a handful there. That's Odafe away with a stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get in the ball.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. John Dotson, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. It just couldn't quite find the connection.
Hurts throwing again. He's on the move. He's running with it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Hopkins is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
You at X. You at X.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Oh, he's going for it again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Lamar now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick-six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another two added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. And all the time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the two-point play. They did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And down he goes. The Eagles got him.
Hey, move.
It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Keep your quarterback on the
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's out of the clear. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Eagles make it a 16-point ball game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. Another shot at this extra point here. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. and set, 1st and 10.
Go. 180.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Chased out to his right. Oh, brother, hits another interception. Darius Slay has it.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense glued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They go to Barkley again. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. The play fake now hurts to throw. Rushed into the pocket. Completed here to Uzoma. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Lane inside the 25. And he has this all the way down at the 17-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
73.
Gonna run with Barkley. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. We'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Barkley. And he drives it forward for a modest gain. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. They'll try to run it in, Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep adding that 4th-quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you can't credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
All right, Brock, your time with Seattle and especially Indy, you're on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone for 2 up this big?
Well, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this because football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return.
quick.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Report.
Looking to throw here to shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's Sickadown. Jackson looking to throw. On the move, hit it right. He's keeping it. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Hey, out.
Now it's Lamar. He finds it beyond Parker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Let's go.
Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. First down throw for Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
Seriously, just disgraceful.
No, we changed it.
Trying again, following the sack. No, they get it again. Darius Slay has it. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touch that.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
No touch that.
Going to go with Barkley on the counter. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Eagles are winners, as we say so long from Baltimore.
Stop this, Ravens.
Built on the side of a former piano factory. There's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Baltimore. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Attack, attack! Hey, 57! Where's that?
Mahomes off with the throw. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short.
next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's fielded at the 7. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Wanna quit, ready?
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Finish it up!
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
180.
Play action now with Jackson. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey,
Now here's Lamar. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First half, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Jackson looking to throw that away. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's Lamar. Headed out right. He's on the move. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose. Ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He rolls to his right. And the run right. Oh, should have let that one go. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over as they intercept just our opening quarter. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a talent, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just one. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Getting out to his left. Ravens swooping in, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space. Take that shot downfield.
From the 30 on 2nd down. He's got Andrews. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st down, Jackson. From the top, ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying some time right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. Grow their lead on the turnover. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And then it is sling. Make that kick.
Tucker on for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not so Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 2-score game early. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These defenders, they can just feel it. You have a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press. You're going to start to see a little bit more pass, and that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in a sack, just like that.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.